पदुमनाभ तुम्हारी लीला 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 लीला
Hello everyone, welcome and namaste. We are towards the end of this 15-day program, breath by breath. I guess everyone have been enjoying this breath meditation because breath is very, very important. And in this program, you've been taught about the significance of the breath, accepting everything, and letting go of everything. So this is like a power packed and towards the end, everyone are ready to face everything, whatever comes on our way. So thanks to our coach who have been guiding us every day in this daily meditations and sharing his wisdom. I welcome Sagar sir to take today's session forward.
Thank you, Shalini. The volume okay? Okay. So good morning, my dear masters. Good morning, my dear friends. Welcome to day 14. And Shalini, welcome back. So Shalini was supposed to be with us 2 days ago, but then there was this early morning program. There was a big program being happening at Pyramid Valley. And she was doing the morning meditation session in that program from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. So we're glad to have Shalini, and special many thanks to Manusha for having hosted all these days. And I think she had some work at home, so she had to leave for home. So she'll be back with other programs of Pyramid Valley as well. So my dear friends, we are in the journey of breathfulness or breath mindfulness. So we've been practicing the 3 stages and 3 steps of observation of our breath. We'll continue our practice today, and we will also learn or know more about what we do at Pyramid Valley. Before we end today's session, understanding and knowing another great wonder of breathfulness, which is stillness, consciousness. We will get there, but before that, let's dive into the practice of breathfulness. As we all know, we'll get into the posture, 5 minutes of warm-up, and then again 40 minutes of observing your breath. First at your nose for 15 minutes, and 15 minutes observing the full cycle of breath, and 10 minutes of flowing with the breath across your body. And then we'll close with a few minutes of appreciation and gratitude. And again, like yesterday, I don't know how many of you practiced the Aditthana for 15 minutes without moving, the second part, right? So yesterday I missed asking that question, did you practice that, and what was the experience out of it? So please feel free to do so when we're following the breath. Absolute no movements of the body, no movements of the mind. All right. So let's dive into our meditation practice for today, my dear friends. Get into a posture. Sthira Sukha Asana. Stable, comfortable posture. Your back straight with the appropriate curve. If you need it to be supported, please do so. Neck straight, head straight. Relaxed shoulders. If you're sitting on a zafu cushion, that's the ideal way, so that your seat is higher than your knees. You can continue to practice for a longer time because your body assumes a natural posture. So slowly bring your awareness to your body, close your eyes, clasp your fingers, cross your legs. Before that, remove your spectacles. Slowly bring your awareness to your nose and start the equal breathing exercise. Slow, relaxed, long breathing. Be conscious of a long inhale, long exhale, easy and smooth. No holding your breath. Count to 3 or 4 as your comfort, and observe the movements of your belly. Sets our body into a relaxing mode. Become conscious of your breathing as you do your long and slow, measured breathing. As you breathe in to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel your belly, your abdomen moving out, getting filled and moving out as you inhale, and being emptied and moves in as you exhale. Your comfortable, smooth breathing is the only thing that should occupy your consciousness now. No analysis, no thoughts, just be with your breath, be with your counting, be with the observation of your moving up and down of your stomach. With equal breathing, you're aligning your breath, your body, and your mind. You're also signaling that you will be with your breath for the next 50 minutes. With your body aligned to your breath and with your mind aligned to the observation of the breath, now let's move into the observation stage of our breathfulness practice, my dear friends. Slowly bring your attention and awareness to your nose and start observing your normal, natural breathing at the entrance of your nose. You can let go of your counting, let go of the conscious, equal, and slow breathing. Place all your attention and awareness at your nose and become the watchman or the gatekeeper at the entrance to your nose. Observe how the air goes in and out on your every breath. The next 45 minutes, it's going to be you, your breath, and your body. Do not entertain any thoughts, any other distractions. They will all wait. This time is for you. Remember, the secret to a good practice of mindfulness, relaxing and letting go of anything that comes up, engaging deeply with your breath experience, and being curious of every breath and every moment. Your breath and your nose region only should be part of your awareness. As we learned yesterday, there are innumerable variations for the breath every moment. Observe closely without strain and how your breath goes in and out of your nose. Enjoy the peace and joy of concentration. Do not allow your attention and awareness to move outside of your nose region. Stay with your breathing. Keep your body relaxed. Continue to be with your breath, each and every breath. Engage very closely and very deeply with your breath in the small area of focus, which is your nose. Attention and concentration is the foundation for going deep into our meditation. That's what we are practicing, the step 1 of observing the breath. It calms our mind and allows us to develop continuous focus on our breath. Continue to observe your breath, your normal, natural breath at your nose. Let go of all other thoughts, to-dos, and distractions. Wonderful, my dear friends. Now let's move to the step 2 of our observing the breath. Expand your awareness to your entire full cycle of your breathing. Observe the way your breath travels through your nose to your windpipe and to your lungs and back as you exhale. Observe and feel the movements and sensations due to your full cycle of breathing. Full cycle of relaxed, natural breathing. Feel the movements in your nose, feel the movements in your throat, feel the movements in your chest, and feel and observe the movements in your abdomen as you breathe in and breathe out normally and naturally. For those of you who want to try the Aditthana, which is avoiding all physical movements, make an intention, make a strong will that you will not move for the next 15 minutes. And in that posture, continue to observe your normal, natural breath cycle. Any pain, any sensations, any itching, you will observe them as well without reacting. "15 minutes of observing your beautiful whole breath." If you continue to get thoughts or your mind keeps wandering, that is okay, that will die down over the next few sessions. Every time you recognize your mind wandering, it's a good thing. Bring your attention and awareness to your breathing. As we've seen, our breath teaches us many things. We are practicing the skill of being with our breath in this 1 hour breathfulness session. This allows us to be conscious, more mindful, more aware during the game of life that we play during the rest of the day. Engage deeply with every experience, moment, and sensation, my dear friends, as you follow your breath from your nose to your lungs and back, and observe all the movements and sensations due to your breathing. Do not alter your breathing. Enjoy the joy of peace and relaxation. Keep your body relaxed. Keep your eyebrows relaxed. Keep your back, neck, and head straight without strain. Be with your full cycle of breathing, my dear friends. Be aware of the urge to move. Be aware of the craving to move because of a discomfort. Be open and willing to be with any discomfort, any sensations that you feel. We saw yesterday everything is temporary. The discomfort will go away. Be with your still body and mind. Avoid any movements of your mind. Avoid any movements of your body. Enjoy the joy of being with your normal, natural, beautiful breath. Wonderful, my dear friends. Continue to be with your full, beautiful breath as we are collectively, as a group, being conscious of our breathing. All our energies unify and expand. Group meditation is much more powerful because it brings together minds, it brings together intentions. Continue to observe your whole breath for the next 2 minutes before we move into the next step. Wonderful, my dear friends. Let's move into the step 3 of our observing your breath. Now you may expand your awareness to the entire body as you stay anchored in your breathing. So you breathe in and breathe out normally and naturally. Become aware of the movements and sensations throughout your body. For those of you who want to relax your body and let go of not having to move, you can do so. Continue to be with your breath, close your eyes, and be open to sensations and movements all across your body. Keep your mind still, do not entertain any wandering or any movements in your mind. We aligned our mind to focus on our breath. Then we become conscious of our full breath. Now we are becoming aware of our body in alignment with your breath and your mind. Feel your whole body breathing in and breathing out. last 10 minutes of today's meditation, my dear friends. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Feel the depths of silence and stillness in your body and mind as you flow with each and every breath. Feel the flow of energies across your body. Be conscious of every moment, every sensation. Last 3 minutes. Wonderful, my dear friends. With the joy of relaxation, peace, and joy, with a smile on your lips, slowly bring your awareness to your heart region. Bring a feeling of gratitude and thankfulness from your heart. Express deep gratitude to your experience in today's meditation session. Feel thankful for your time and efforts in learning the practice of breath mindfulness. Now, recall 3 things, persons, or incidents from your last 24 hours. Bring each one into your mind and express thank you to that person, thing, or incident. Feel the emotion of gratitude from your heart as you express thank you. Gratitude is one of the highest forms of energy, and it attracts whatever you're thankful for. Next, let's express our deep gratitude to all our family members, our colleagues, and all the people whom you meet every day or every other day who help you in the journey of life. Lastly, let's all thank the environment, all our fellow beings, our entire ecosystem that allows us to live and thrive during our sojourn on this planet Earth. With that feeling of relaxation, peace, joy, and deep gratitude in our hearts, now, my dear friends, we will slowly end our session of meditation for today. Bring your awareness to your full body. Become aware of the room you are in. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your legs, relax your palms and fingers. You can slowly unclasp your fingers and place your palms on your eyes for a few seconds. You can open your eyes whenever you are ready. Wonderful. I hope it was a very peaceful, relaxing, and wonderful session of breathfulness for each one of you, as it was for me. There are many lessons that we keep learning from our breath. That is why our Grand Master Brahmarshi Patriji says, breath is your guru. And we've been learning a lot of things that our breath teaches us. Every day we've been learning one wonder. Before we dive into the last big wonder of what breathfulness teaches us, I request Shalini to talk about another big wonder in this world, as this part of the world, the Maitreya Buddha Mega Pyramid. Yeah, Shalini.
Thank you, sir, for the beautiful meditation. Yes, as Saga sir mentioned, Pyramid Valley is a slice of heaven on earth. This is a group consciousness creation, the seed visualized and manifested by Brahmarshi Patriji. And we are proud to and happy to announce that it is nearing 2 decades that we started this Pyramid Valley project. And I would like to show a video about the Maitreya Buddha Pyramid, the Pyramid Valley campus. So that is the beautiful, serene, sprawling, energetic campus, Pyramid Valley International near Bangalore. This is a 28-acre place filled with energies, joy everywhere. So people who come here experience that bliss, especially meditation inside the pyramid, and that too in the king's chamber. And a lot of people do come and visit Pyramid Valley to meditate or to attend the programs which happen here. So now we saw what is Pyramid Valley. And let us also know what happens here. Because you all have been taking part in this online program, Breath by Breath. Similarly, there are many such programs which happen in this campus. So I would like to share a few details from the website. So this is pyramidvalley.org website, what you can see it on your screen. And this is the home page where you can get all the details of what it is and what are the different places, the energy spots at Pyramid Valley, and what kind of programs you can attend and what is the stay options here. So you see, so we're already part of this Breath by Breath, and this is a residential program called Advanced Meditation and Manifestation Retreat, which is going to happen at March 1st to 5th. It's a 5-day program, residential program at Valley. And the next is meditation for beginners. This is a night meditation program, and this happens 1st to 21st of every month. So this March 1st, we are going to start with the new season again. And the next is full moon. Every month we conduct music meditations for full moon, because full moon we will be having immense energies, and that is the best time to do long hour meditations. So that is the reason we conduct music meditations for this full moon. And the next is March 10th to 12th, the inner child healing. As you've been very well known about Manusha, who is joining us every day. So she's going to handle the session about inner child healing, because every person has an inner child. Simple to understand, there are few emotions which are untouched and it should be healed. Just like whatever we don't want, we delete from our computer system and it goes to the recycle bin. But still, we need to clear our recycle bin too. So there are some untouched emotions which are inside us, and this workshop is one such thing where you can clear all your unwanted emotions and release it. So this is a 3-day program which happens at Pyramid Valley. And next is a stillness retreat, which happens in Kannada in the month of March. That's a 7-day program. It's a signature program of Pyramid Valley. March 25th to 31st, we are having stillness retreat, a 7-day program by different masters in the Kannada language. So Sagar sir has designed this program in such a beautiful way that every alternate month we are having it either in English or Kannada. And till now we have completed about 15 retreats, and hundreds of people have participated, and it gives so much joy when we listen to their transformation in the end of the 1 week. So in this 1 week, we will be having 4 days of silence, Mauna, and every day we will be having 7 hours of meditation. Yes, you heard it right, 7 hours of meditation. People do ask, like, how can we do for 7 hours? And that is the magic at Pyramid Valley. When you participate in such group meditation sessions, in the presence of master, with the music, with the pyramid energies and the nature energies, you can meditate. So this intensive meditation program helps us to cope up ourselves and take time for yourself. So please don't feel that 7 days, how can I leave all my works? So it is time for us to take some time for our own self, work on ourselves and make the betterment in ourselves to get connected and communicated. with the inner being. So for whomsoever possible, whoever knows Kannada, please join for this program. Yes, English retreat will also be planned and the dates will be announced soon. And the next is every day we have a music meditation program inside the pyramid that's called Dhyanam Sharanam, 10:30 to 12:30. Every morning we will be having the program. And every evening we have resident meditation program where people who come and stay here at Pyramid Valley, we have a satsang, like how was the meditation and how did they feel staying here and what was that inner transformation. So that is a program where we have satsang with all the meditators who come and stay at Pyramid Valley. And the next is the meditate for yourself. This is a group meditation again, which happens 21st of every month. So all this information is available in the Pyramid Valley website. You can just please go through and you would understand in a better way. And such programs, we have like-minded people where we can get connected with. Because in our own places, one might be meditating and other may not be meditating. And it is not that easy to share your feelings of how you have been feeling after meditation. But here, yes, you have the group. And once you keep sharing it, and the ripple effect is seen immediately. So that's why we conduct such residential programs and group meditation programs in this energetic campus. And here we have a lot of different people who have been taking part in this breath by breath program, also who have visited Pyramid Valley before, like Ashok sir or Deepa ma'am, who have been regular contributors and well-wishers of Pyramid Valley. And there are a lot of people who have been joining for this program, YouTube too. So this program has been given live on YouTube Pyramid Valley channel. So thanks to Surya and Rajesh who have been consistently coming up every morning and taking this program live. And you have seen about this campus and what are the programs. And many ask us, how do you do all these programs for free of cost? How is it possible? And the very important principle and one of the important principles in the 18 guidelines of PSSM, which was designed by Patriji, is the basic meditation to be taken to everyone in the free of cost. So that is the reason we conduct a lot of such free online programs, and there are some weekend programs and discourses which keep happening at Pyramid Valley for free of cost, because there should not be any connection for the money and the spirituality. Whoever is really seeking for the spiritual essence, and it has to reach them. And with that reason, the whole movement, PSS movement, is been moving forward. And PSSM's headquarters, Pyramid Valley International, which is in Bangalore, is the international headquarters. And as you've seen in the video, till now, we had millions of people who have come here, visited, stayed, and transformed themselves. And this whole campus runs with the philanthropic support, with the support of people who contribute. So, as you've seen in the video, there are different projects where we can take part and contribute ourselves. So if you can see what are the different opportunities for contribution. The first is Nitya Annadana Seva. This happens every day. So we serve free meals to every spiritual seeker who comes here. And Patriji emphasizes one can reach a person's heart only through the stomach. And that is the reason all your physical needs are taken care so that you can focus on your soul development. With that perspective, to all the residents and to all the spiritual seekers who visit Pyramid Valley every day, this Nitya Annadana Seva has been happening. This started in the year 2009. Until now, 22 lakh free meals have been served in this Nitya Annadana project. So right now, this Nityanandana project is being headed by Patri Madam, who is right now the key person of PSSM and Pyramid Valley too. So that has been her favorite area where people have to be served with love and compassion. And the cooks who do all this food are also meditators. So when a person does with that energy, the outcome is also the same way. And the next is Goshala. So we have a cow farm here with all the beautiful cows. It gives so much joy when we be with animal beings, and that also enjoys pyramid energy. So if you can see, the Goshala itself has a small pyramid, and it is well built where people can come and also spend with the cows in the nature. So this is where the organic things come into the picture. So where this milk is being used at Annadana for the tea, coffee, or buttermilk in every way possible. And we also have a farm, organic farm, where the vegetables are grown. So this is like a supportive system where Annadana, Goshala, and the farm goes one into the other. If you can see in the screen, people who come here who can understand this, a happy transformed soul contributes for these projects. Like you've been attending this meditation program, and when you feel to your heart, whatever comes from you, that small effort will help few other people. Like we can help this as a support for other spiritual seeker, and the energies and the happiness of that contribution will reach to the next circle too. And the next is Patriji Bhavan. So we are going to come up with another wonderful project, Patriji Bhavan. So this was the last project initiated by Patriji. So with his remembrance, we have named it as Patriji Bhavan. So that would be an accommodation block where people can come here, stay. Right now we are having few rooms, but every alternate weeks we are having any program or the other, and a lot of people who come dip in and dip out. So there are chances where we are, even though we don't like, we are able to say like the rooms are full. So we don't want to have such situation. Like there should not be any postponement in the spiritual enlightenment. So whoever comes here, we should feel them welcoming, and they should come and take part in this. So with that purpose, we have been planning for another accommodation block with 50 rooms, which is going to come up. And you can become membership of this project called Patriji Bhavan, where you will be having different schemes and different slabs where you can contribute, and that is the place where you would like to come and stay. Because when we come and stay in such places, that is where it is a takeaway time of your life where you can put all your materialistic things away and be with yourself. So this is one such project where you can come and become a part with. Like for example, if you see here, there are different sponsorships like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. For example, if you are part of the silver sponsorship or the project sponsor, which is of 3 lakh, you can have avail for 25 free days. And this is 25 days every year for the next 15 years. So this is the available benefits table where you would remember to come and take part in any program or to come and stay. So there are options where you can refer this to your friends and family too. So I guess you would become part of all these programs and become part of the member of this Pyramid Valley International, where we can together join our hands and grow this project and reach to many people in the future. Every weekend we will be having about 1,500 members who come here. So that is a place where the inner transformation happens, and they come and they learn meditation and follow meditation too. So all the details, as I've shown, are available on the website pyramidvalley.org. So you can please go through and check out the options which are there. So if you can see on the website, you have this contribute page where you can go for the donate option, and you can donate us online for the Annadana, for the pyramid enhancement, and Nandana Goshala. So I guess all the transformed souls will help us to take this project further. And as I mentioned, whatever comes out of joy will reach and give joy for another person. So one such member is myself, like where I learned meditation 18 years ago. And when I understood what is the science behind it and what happens when we meditate every day, when I underwent all these myself, I thought of giving it back. So that is the reason since 10 years, I am at Pyramid Valley as a resident meditation teacher and also leading the digital department. It's like tan, man, and done. So in the form of whatever skills you want to help us as a volunteer, we're always open and welcome. Or if you can come on the weekends and support us for any works like cutting vegetables or teaching meditation or to maintain silence inside the pyramid, for every other possible. So being together is one such opportunity. So thank you all for participating in all these programs and help us to keep moving forward.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Shalini. Really appreciate your service also to Pyramid Valley. And dear friends, as you've seen, a lot of things, this entire mega project runs on philanthropic, monetary donations, as well as voluntary spending of time and skills. For example, both me, Shalini, Manusha, we're all doing service at Pyramid Valley. And then doing this on our own just to add that as another dimension for evolving our consciousness, right? And a lot of things. So we're always in need for volunteers. We're always in need for some special skills, just for example, to host the programs like this, right? If we have many more people, we can do many more programs so that it reaches out to many more audience, right? And then following up with people, meditation teachers. So there are quite a few opportunities for people to volunteer, contribute, and both monetary as well as your skills and time. So please feel free to reach out to us. You can reach out to us through our website. There is a contact page like Shalini mentioned. And having said that, for all of those who can, we can always participate in the building of these facilities, in driving Annadana projects and driving the Goshala projects, right? So that it benefits a lot more people. And then I know all of you understand the importance, and all of us are involved in some part or the other. We do this philanthropic work or charitable work everywhere, right? It could be a temple. For us, for most of us, Pyramid is a temple. Pyramid is a temple for meditation. And for the last 20 years, I've been associated with this. And then right from the beginning of my career, it was always 10% of my monthly pay goes to donations. Initially, it was temples where my mom used to go and do special Archana Seva in a temple near our house in Chennai. But of late, after we evolved into consciousness and got into this, it's always been to supporting the different projects of PSSM and meditation. So great. Thank you, Shalini, for a very detailed and elaborate explanation. And it's always been a wonder associating with the Pyramid Valley. It's a great place for inner transformation. That is how we see it. It's a temple for inner transformation. So with that, my dear friends, let's quickly dive into, I hope you did the exercises for yesterday, and then I know some of you have also been visiting Pyramid Valley. We'll hope to see each one of you in Pyramid Valley soon. For those of you who haven't visited, please do so. And we'll probably take the questions and feedback when we have time moving on to the Q&A part. But I quickly want to dive into one of the key things that breathfulness teaches us. Okay. All right. So yeah. So before I dive into, I think yesterday there were questions. For those of you wanting to receive a copy of the slides, please drop me a note. I'll be starting to send slides from Sunday or Monday. So that is my email ID. And you can also reach out to info@pyramidvalley.org or any of the WhatsApp groups, as you can see in the contacts. And anything, anyone you're able to spend time, help us in volunteering, or any issue with contributing for Pyramid Valley, you can always reach out to me. And again, Shalini also goes with Shalini@pyramidvalley.org. So you can reach out to us. All right. So today I'd want to talk about how breathfulness, another wonder of breathfulness helps us alter consciousness. That's what we are all here for, right? Evolution of consciousness. And what is consciousness? So consciousness is a state of being aware. It's a state of being aware of an external object or something within oneself, such as the thoughts, feelings, and memories. But the most important point here is knowing that you're not them. Right? So what we are doing in this 1 hour practice, we are being conscious of our breath. We are observing our breath by knowing that we are not the breath. We are observing our mind by knowing that we are not the mind. We are observing our body by knowing that we are not our body. So we are learning that sense of detachment from the body, breath, mind, because we are consciousness, right? So that's an enhanced level of awareness. Earlier, we used to get into the emotion, become the emotion. Now, no, we are becoming the consciousness. The emotion is different. That is what mindfulness introduces, that space between behavior and your real self, that emotion and your real self, the thought and your real self, the body and your real self. That is consciousness. And what prevents us? Consciousness is like that moon. We saw that a couple of days ago. We're all born with factory settings, right? And factory settings of consciousness, it's supposed to be bright, it's supposed to be creative, we are supposed to be spontaneous. But unfortunately, because of the clouds of thoughts, clouds of programmed beliefs, clouds of emotions, we are not able to shine. Our consciousness is not able to shine forth as bright as the moon or sun we are. And what impacts consciousness? The level of energy. Our level of energy impacts the quality of consciousness. Energy impacts our thoughts, emotions, feelings, impact our level of energy. The food that we have impacts our level of energy. Our habitual patterns, we saw that impacts our level of energy. We always keep thinking, always want to keep sad, always get into conversations that are not required. And of course, when we are ill, when we are tired, we can see a dip in our consciousness, right? We are not dip in our energy levels. If when you are sick, if I come and ask you to do a great creative work, right? So obviously you'll not be able to do, because the energy, your body needs a lot more energy to heal, get your energy level up. Your creative energy is a lot different from your resting energy, right? And we saw emotion as nothing but energy in motion. Energy in motion without the colors of the kleshas, right? So there is a wonderful map of consciousness that Dr. David Hawkins has published. And there is another gentleman named Frederick Dobson, who also has written about levels of energy. If you look at it, and invariably, all these also map into our age-old yogic chakra system, right? So what they've done is they've mapped the different levels of energy. They've used different levels of measurements. They've used things like muscle testing and several others. And coincidentally, both the authors have arrived at the similar level of map, doing their own way of measurements. So for example, these are all the lower levels of energy, right? Shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear. So all those are related to, if you look at it, lower chakras. And then as you come higher up, there are higher forms of energy. At any point of time, you can observe. But today's homework is basically observe what level of energies, what level of emotions that we have. Now we've looked at our thoughts, we've looked at our emotions, we've been mindful of our body sensations, right? Today is like the culmination of all that learnings. At any point of time, you'll have to see, when am I feeling fear? When am I feeling anger, right? So that means you are at different points. On a day, if you are mostly in this bottom part of it, that means you're still with ego consciousness or matter consciousness, right? If you are at a higher level, if you are more in the mode of giving, in the mode of joy, in the mode of peace, in the mode of acceptance, yesterday we learned acceptance. It's again being with our soul consciousness or universal consciousness, right? So today, I mean, be mindful of the emotion. As I said, the emotion is a valid barometer or a valid indicator or valid measurement of where your energy level is. And that ultimate energy level is basically the enlightenment, right? So based on the level of energy, this is what we experience, right? If we are more in fear, grief, guilt, shame, right? Oh my God, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, then that always restricts your action. And when we are in need of something, when we are desireful, I want that, I somehow want to get that, right? Or if I don't get it, I'm in anger, right? And then once I get it, I'm in pride. So these are all indicators of hyperactivity. And going beyond that, there is big, and once you start doing things with courage, I let go of my shame. Let me go and talk bravely, courageously to that particular person. I don't have a shame of losing my identity. I don't have shame of getting my identity damaged or ego damaged, right? Willingness to do things, always ready to jumping to be ready to help, acceptance on everything, acceptance of suffering, acceptance of things beyond your control, right? And then we start getting into joy and peace. So this is the happiness and productivity part, when we are always willing to do things, accepting things, right? Doing with courage, this is happiness, and then slowly get into peak performance. And 2 days ago, I spoke about intuition and synchronicity, right? That is when we are absolutely open. We are accepting. You need to accept things. You need to calm your mind. You need to go beyond the bottom part of it. Then universe starts helping it. Meaningful coincidences start happening, right? So these are the levels of energy, and these are the levels of your consciousness, right? And in fact, David Hawkins says, when we are operating at this level, we need to be forcing things, right? So things happen due to force. When we are operating from soul consciousness, which is the upper part of the picture, things happen by themselves. Then you feel a sense of power. He's a wonderful book called Power versus Force, right? Are we doing things with the power of universe, or are we forcing things with our own ego and levels of energy, right? So this bottom part is when today, traditionally, we always work from the level of ego or identity consciousness, material consciousness. And the whole quest is for us to move into working from soul consciousness, allow the soul to work, do all the work. We just be a conduit, right? If you look at the Ayurvedic and yogic systems, you might have heard about the 3 gunas, right? Tamas, Rajas, and Sattva. So if you look at it, Tamas is more the inaction part, which is the bottom part of it. Rajas is hyperactivity, right? Always energy in hyper motion. And then the above part of the picture is Sattva, right? The qualities of courage, qualities of equanimity, neutrality. It happens or doesn't happen, I'm okay. All right. And then Sattva, and again, there are different levels and different degrees of Sattva, right? And then ultimately, it's about the peace and joy. Okay, so that's how we expand our consciousness. So initially, our consciousness is contracted. We are into us, into ourselves. And then as we expand our consciousness, as we elevate our levels of energy, our consciousness expands. And how do we elevate our energy and consciousness? Through our breath, right? And here is another wonderful chart. Again, one of the authors talks about how our life evolves through 4 stages of consciousness based on our wisdom, right? Initially, we start off, and then there are a class of people who start off, life happens to me, because we are all at that lower levels of energy, right? So I'm a victim. We keep blaming and complaining, oh, this didn't happen, that didn't happen. I came from this kind of a family. He was lucky, right? Or there is a problem. When there is a problem, it is always someone is at fault, not me. And someone should fix this. Why me? Why am I in this situation? Why did I not get that particular job, but somebody else has got it? Why am I not getting money? Someone who's already rich keeps on getting money, right? So there is a sense of separateness. We always feel that life is happening to me. I am the victim. And as our energy levels increase, as we expand our consciousness through wisdom, right, then we start feeling that we are powerful, we are creator, life happens by me. I am the creator. Any sorrow, any grief, any pain and suffering that like we saw yesterday, it's because of me. Problems are for me to learn from. I created the problem, I can solve it, right? So we are all in that stage. Life happens by me. Now I am equipped with the wisdom. I am equipped with the breathfulness technique. Now let me go out and create the life I want to. Create the life my soul is designed to. And over time, we get into this mode of surrender, right? As magical coincidences start happening, so you realize you don't need to do anything. You just need to be still, allow consciousness to flow through you. Things start happening. Allowing flow, you keep wondering at the magic that's happening. You feel grateful for the magic that's happening. That is all. Now I am the source of all meaning and experience. Things are absolutely perfect. Things are happening that the way it is designed to happen. I don't interfere with it, or I don't get pained with it. A lot of us are in that mode, especially when people are being in this sessions aligned with spiritual practices, right? So most of the 95% of spiritual practitioners pass through these stages, and they are in that mode of life happens through me. And then over time, there are a few enlightened souls, the masters of the world like Buddha, Jesus, Brahmarshi Patriji, and all the great spiritual masters, who feel life is me, who feel the oneness, who feel the peace, who feel the spaciousness, right? They feel life is me. I and life are not separated. The concept of separatedness slowly dies down as you move from energy of matter consciousness to soul consciousness, right? As you go through from the bottom part of this picture to the higher part of this picture. It's a journey. It will happen to all of us. It will happen to each one of you who've been attending these programs, right? So there are techniques available. There are millions of techniques available from our yogic wisdom. There are millions of evidences that are available through our modern age scientific measurements. It's for us to just follow each one of them and have a wonderful meaning life, right? And the whole spiritual quest is kind of moving from ego consciousness to soul consciousness. There are different attributes here. Ego feels lack, soul feels abundance. Ego is mortal, soul is eternal, right? And the way we address those is by learning those two key qualities of awareness and acceptance. Remember our definition of mindfulness: awareness plus attention plus acceptance. Attention is the foundation. Only we develop the skill of attention, we are able to even have that space to become aware and be accepting of things. And that's what we've been practicing, my dear friends. And the only tool, like Brahmarshi Patriji and Buddha and all the great masters say, breath. What are we doing? We are just using breath to do that, right? Breath is a great gateway for third eye activation. Third eye is synonymous with the essence of soul. And like Osho says, meditation is the breath of your soul. Just as breathing is the life, the animation of the body, meditation is the life of the soul. We are using meditation to evolve into a soul consciousness. My dear friends, all we need to do is just breathe. The universe is taking care of everything else. That is all we need to do. And that is what this course teaches us. That is what is the intention behind this course. Just be conscious of your breath by breath by breath. Breathe and everything will happen as it needs to happen. Not as we wish to happen, as our ego mind wants to happen. It's more about a soul consciousness. So with that, I think the homework for today is you can go back. Maybe we'll put a graphic of the chart in the Telegram group as well. Just observe the levels of energy, study your levels of energy, right? We did a lot of exercises, mapping our likes, dislikes, and fears. Now go back and see where in that energy map you've been? Have you been in apathy? Have you been in guilt of something? Have you been in shame of something? Have you been in grief of something, right? And then how do I elevate my levels of energy and then also kind of expand into our consciousness? And again, giving, thinking about others is another big manifest of expanding our consciousness. And then, like Shalini explained, the different opportunities for us to give. You can do the same thing with your family, right? Give that extra little time to that family member whom you've taken for granted. Could be your parent, could be your kid, could be your spouse. Just spend your skills for that extra thing in your society. Volunteer for something in your society, or become part of the projects, the large projects that are happening all over the world, large social projects, right? So do something beyond, then that slowly brings that, gets you out of that view of separatedness, starts uniting you to other like-minded people. There's a lot of opportunities out there. We just need to be aware. And my dear friends, the only way to get there, only effective way to be there is absolutely being with yourself, the stillness of mind, silencing your mind. And we all been learning how we use our breath to silence our mind, become aware of who we are, understand, be mindful of our energy levels, and expand our consciousness. So that's another big wonder that breathfulness teaches. And all that we learned over the last 14 days is part of this one big truth of how we evolve our consciousness. So with that, my dear friends, let's open up for questions. I know we are a bit over time. So, but if you have any pressing questions, and tomorrow I'd really love each one of you to share your experiences, being the last day, more than the experiences as a knowledge to us, because we keep hearing a lot of experiences from the millions of programs that we do. But your experience sharing will help rest of the group and a lot more, help and motivate a lot more people to practice techniques like breathfulness and meditation. All right. So you got your homework, little bit more subtle and little more intensive, right? Map all the things that you learned in the last 14 days to the level of energy, understand where you are. And if you have any question on how do I move from this level of energy or consciousness to another, please ask. And then we can take questions tomorrow as well. Please feel free to ask your questions in your chat window or on the Telegram group later too. Okay, so we have Ashok sir wanting to say a few words.
My gratitude, sir, and my gratitude to Sagar sir and Shalini madam both. Sir, I want to share my experience that I am wearing a Garmin watch, sir, and most smart watches have this feature which I am going to talk about. It measures the body battery as well as my stress level. So it measures because of physical activities and because of emotions and thoughts. So at the moment, because I have done meditation, so my battery is now 98% charged, sir, my body battery. So whatever exercise you have, sir asked us to do today, people are wearing their smart watches. They can check if they are do meditation or they are at the elevated vibrations, and they can check their watches and get a confidence that whatever practices we are doing, it really helps. That is I wanted to share, sir. My stress level is also very less, and my body battery is very high because of this meditation only. So one can correlate with the physical measurement through the smart watches and can feel confident and happy, sir. That's all I wanted to share. Thank you very much, sir.
Wonderful. Wonderful, sir. I think thanks for sharing. Yes, some of these modern day gadgets.
So should I post the screenshot also so that people are more able to appreciate it on the chat?
I think it is okay, sir. Yeah, that's fine. If you want, you can post, no problem.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, there are all these tools that helps us measure our progress so that it motivates us as well. Yeah, I think all smartwatches have this function of measuring your heart rate, your breath rate, right? And there are some applications that also talk about HRV, heart rate variability. I think we talked about in our day 2 or day 3, right? As you do your meditation, you will see your this thing. Only thing is, some of the smartwatches, at least, I mean, I tried that, I think 3 years ago. When you wear a smartwatch, and maybe it was an older version of the watches, when you sit and do meditation wearing the watch, and at that time, the intelligence of the watch showed that I was sleeping while I was doing meditation. And I think the programs have improved now. It will tell you when you are in sleep and when you are consciously observing your breath as well. Thank you, sir. Wonderful. So anything, I don't see any questions on the chat window. I guess a lot of people have moved on. So nevertheless, tomorrow is Saturday. Let's spend a bit more time on also hearing experiences, answering your questions on energy, consciousness, and breathfulness. All right. So with that, my dear friends, have a wonderful day. And please absorb all the learnings and practices. Any questions you have, please feel free to come up tomorrow and ask, so that you continue your practice subsequently. And as Shalini mentioned, a lot of programs that you can join in, a lot of free online programs. You can participate in group meditation as well. With that, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.